Ever clicked buy now on Amazon, thinking you just scored a smart deal, only to regret it the moment it arrives? You're not alone. These days, it feels like every other listing is designed to trick you. Polished images, 5-star reviews, and limited-time discounts, all trying to convince you you're getting premium quality for less. But here's the brutal truth. Some of Amazon's best sellers are actually the worst value for your money. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on 10 popular Amazon products that look like great buys, but secretly underperform, fall apart, or leave you wondering why you even bothered. And no, this isn't sponsored, sugar-coated, or paid for. It's straight-up advice from someone who's tired of watching smart shoppers get ripped off. You work hard for your money. You deserve better than plastic gimmicks and overpriced disappointment. Let's make sure your next purchase is one you'll actually feel good about. If you're tired of falling for flashy junk, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video. Number 1. Generic fitness smartwatches. Ever thought you could outsmart the fitness tech market with a $30 smartwatch? It's tempting, right? Sleek design, promising features, and a price that feels like a steal. But here's the thing. Most of these generic fitness watches are little more than wearable fiction. They promise heart rate tracking, sleep monitoring, step counting, even calorie burn. But what you actually get is a glitchy screen, inaccurate readings, and a strap that starts peeling within days. One minute it's telling you your heart's racing while you're sitting still, and the next it's counting 500 steps just from brushing your teeth. In real life, this isn't just annoying, it's misleading. You think you're tracking progress, but you're really chasing numbers that don't mean a thing. And syncing the data, that's a whole other headache. Half the apps crash, and good luck pairing it with your phone if it's not from a known brand. Here's a tip. If your health or fitness goals actually matter, skip the shiny knockoffs and save up for a reputable brand. There are mid-range options from companies like Amazfit or Garmin that give you real value without going full Apple Watch. Bottom line, a flashy smartwatch that lies to you is worse than no watch at all. Number 2. Cheap name brand kitchen sets. That gorgeous set of matte black knives or non-stick pans sitting in your cart right now? It might be the biggest Amazon trap of all. These sleek, Instagram-worthy kitchen sets look premium, but they're hiding cheap materials under a polished exterior. You get them home, cook a few meals, and suddenly the non-stick coating starts flaking right into your food. The knives dull faster than butter, and after a few rounds on the stove, the pans warp or wobble. Some even rust after a single rinse. By then, returning them is a hassle, and you're stuck with cookware that belongs in the trash. It's not just about the product falling apart, it disrupts your cooking routine, wastes ingredients, and kills the joy of making meals. It's a domino effect of disappointment. If you want real value in the kitchen, skip the knockoffs. Go for trusted brands with actual durability, even if it costs a bit more upfront. Because in the kitchen, fake value isn't just frustrating, it's expensive in the long run. Number 3. Mini USB humidifiers. You've probably seen them. Those tiny USB-powered humidifiers with sleek designs and glowing reviews. They're everywhere, promising clean, hydrated air in a compact gadget that fits right on your nightstand, desk, or even in your car. At first glance, they look like the perfect upgrade for your space. But don't let the aesthetics fool you. These things are more clutter than comfort. Most of them barely produce enough mist to make a difference. And if they do, it doesn't last. Within a few days, they start leaking, sputtering, or completely shutting off. I've read countless reviews of people waking up to soaked nightstands, warped furniture, or worse, shorted out power strips. That's not just annoying, that's dangerous. They're made cheap. Flimsy plastic casing, weak motors that sound like they're dying from the start, and filters that clog faster than they humidify. And because they're marketed as desk-friendly, people end up using them around electronics, which is exactly where you don't want unexpected puddles forming. So here's the smarter move. Skip the $15 gadget that feels more like a toy than a tool. Instead, invest in a proper humidifier, something well-reviewed, safe, and built to last. You can find solid options for under $50 that actually improve air quality without putting your furniture or tech at risk. Because let's be real, a product meant to help you relax shouldn't leave you stressed out every time you turn it on. If your humidifier creates more problems than it solves, it doesn't belong in your space. Number 4. Cleaning gel for cars. You've probably seen the ad. Those bright, colorful globs of cleaning gel that promise to pull dust from every car vent, button, and hard-to-reach crevice. One press, and boom, spotless. It looks so satisfying online you'd think it was engineered by NASA. But in real life, it's just overpriced slime. Sure, the first use might feel like it's doing something. You press it into a vent, lift it up, and hey, a little dust came with it. Not bad. But by the third use, the gel is already clumped with dirt, losing its stickiness and smearing more grime around than it's actually picking up. Some even start breaking apart in your hands, leaving behind a weird, gooey residue that's harder to clean than the dust you were trying to get rid of. And let's not forget the smell. That strange artificial scent that lingers in your car for days. It's not a cleaning hack. It's a disposable gimmick with a shelf life of about 3 swipes. Want a cleaner that actually works? Grab a microfiber cloth and a decent interior spray. It won't go viral on TikTok, but it will keep your dashboard dust-free without the drama. No stickiness, no chemical funk. Just results you can count on, again and again. Bottom line, don't let the internet sell you slime. Your dashboard, your hands, and your peace of mind deserve something better. Number 5. Budget fabric shavers. You've got a favorite hoodie or a cozy sweater that's starting to look a little tired, covered in fuzz, pills, and lint. Naturally, you think, hey, I'll grab one of those fabric shavers on Amazon. Problem solved. And for under 15 bucks. Feels like a no-brainer, but here's where that quick fix turns into a full-blown regret. Most cheap fabric shavers are built like toys. Weak motors, dull blades, and plastic parts that feel like they'll snap in your hand. Instead of gently reviving your clothes, they chew through the fabric like a weed whacker. Threads get caught, delicate knits unravel, and what was supposed to be a wardrobe rescue turns into wardrobe damage? Even worse, the mess. Lint gets jammed inside, the container overflows, and cleaning the thing takes longer than it did to ruin your sweater in the first place. After 1 or 2 attempts, it usually ends up right where it belongs, in the trash. If you actually care about preserving your clothes, skip the bargain bin gadgets. Look for a fabric shaver with sharp, replaceable blades, adjustable settings, and a solid build that feels like it'll last more than 1 use. Or go old school with a simple sweater comb. It takes a little more time, but it won't destroy your favorite outfits. Because let's face it, trying to save a sweater with a $10 device that destroys it isn't frugal. It's frustrating. Number 6. Cheap ergonomic laptop stands. You're grinding through a long workday, your neck's sore from staring down at the screen, and suddenly you see it. A foldable laptop stand for under 20 bucks. Promises better posture, more comfort, cleaner setup. Seems like a smart move, right? But the moment you take it out of the box, reality kicks in. Most of these budget stands feel flimsy right away. The joints are wobbly, the material's so thin it bends under the weight of a standard laptop, and within days the hinges start loosening. You adjust it once or twice and it suddenly feels like it might give out mid-Zoom call. And sometimes it does. I've seen these things collapse out of nowhere, scratching the bottom of your laptop or knocking it off completely. And it doesn't stop there. A lot of the cheaper models block your device's ventilation. No airflow means heat builds up fast, and now your laptop's not just unstable, it's overheating. That's not an upgrade. That's a slow disaster. If you care about your gear and your posture, do yourself a favor and invest in a quality aluminum stand. Look for one with solid support, grippy pads, and airflow gaps designed to keep your laptop cool and secure. Because saving 15 bucks is great, until it ends up costing you $1,000 in repairs. When it comes to supporting your tech, literally a cheaping out just isn't worth it. Number 7. Cheap air fryer liners. Air fryers are supposed to make life easier, right? Crispy food, less oil, faster cook times. What's not to love? So when you see those disposable air fryer liners that promise no mess, no sticking, and no cleanup, it's hard not to click Add to Cart. But here's the issue no one tells you. Most of these cheap liners can't actually handle the heat. They're made from thin, low-grade materials that burn, crumple, or worse, melt right into your food. I've seen reviews where the liner fused to the chicken like hot glue. Total dinner disaster. And those universal fit claims? That's marketing fluff. Some don't fully cover the base, while others are too big and block the airflow entirely, and basically turns your air fryer into a sad, uneven toaster. What's left is food that's either undercooked, overcooked, or just tastes like burnt parchment. Not exactly the clean, golden brown finish you were going for. And let's be real, when your mess-free hack ends with you scraping melted liner off your meal, was it really worth it? Here's the smarter route. Go with silicone liners or certified heat-safe parchment sheets designed specifically for air fryers. They're reusable, reliable, and actually do what the throwaways claim to do, without the smell of burning plastic or the cleanup meltdown. Because in the kitchen, the so-called easy option usually ends up being the one you regret the most. Number 8. Generic rechargeable hand warmers. They show up every winter like clockwork, sleek, compact, and packed with glowing reviews. But these rechargeable hand warmers are one of the biggest seasonal letdowns on Amazon. They look promising until you actually need them. Most last barely an hour on low heat, take forever to charge, and overheat or shut down at random. Even worse, some just stop working after a week. Imagine being stuck in freezing temps counting on one of these, only to find it dead in your pocket. Not just annoying, but potentially dangerous. If staying warm is a priority, go for a model from a known brand with solid reviews and real performance specs, or use chemical hand warmers as a reliable backup. When it comes to cold weather gear, there's no room for disappointment, and fake heat is just as bad as no heat at all. Number 9. Mini bag sealers. On paper, a mini bag sealer sounds like a genius kitchen hack. Just press, seal, and boom. No more stale chips or spilled cereal. No need for clips, no rubber bands, just a neat little gadget that promises to lock in freshness in seconds. But here's the truth. Most of these things are complete junk. They barely heat up enough to do the job. You press down, wait, and still end up with a weak seal that pops open the second you touch the bag. And when they do manage to fuse the plastic, it's uneven, flimsy, and usually comes undone with the slightest shake. And that's when they actually turn on. Half the time, the battery dies after one use, the heating strip burns out, or the thing just jams entirely. You're left standing there, annoyed, staring at a sad little gadget that now belongs in your junk drawer. Meanwhile, the food you were trying to save? It's already going stale. Chips turn to cardboard, cereal loses crunch, and you're right back to using wooden clothespins like it's the early 2000s. Here's the better move. Skip the gimmicks and get a few airtight containers. They're cheap, durable, and they actually work. No charging, no heating, no fuss. Or just stick with a heavy-duty bag clip. Sometimes the boring option is the one that actually protects your snacks. Because freshness shouldn't be a gamble, and saving your food shouldn't depend on a $12 gadget that barely works once. Number 10. Magnetic eyelash kits. They promise no glue, no mess, no drama. Just clip, go, and look fabulous. But anyone who's tried them knows the truth. These magnetic eyelash kits are a gamble. They shift, they peel, they pinch. The magnets don't always line up, and even when they do, the lashes often lift at the corners or fall off mid-event. I've heard way too many stories of makeup meltdowns right before dates, weddings, or interviews, all thanks to a lash that refused to stay put. And while they claim to be reusable, most start breaking down after a few wears. Irritation, redness, and that nagging fear of blinking too hard? No thanks. If you want lashes that stay flawless, invest in a high-quality set with trusted adhesive. Or better yet, visit a pro for a proper application, because nothing kills confidence like your lashes falling off mid-smile. Just because it's a bestseller on Amazon doesn't mean it's a smart buy. As you've seen, some of the most popular products are quietly draining wallets and creating headaches for thousands of shoppers every day. Now it's your turn. Have you ever been burned by an Amazon product that looked perfect online but flopped in real life? Drop it in the comments. Your experience might save someone else from making the same mistake. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and like this video so more smart shoppers can see it. Subscribe for more honest, no-nonsense advice. Because spending smarter isn't just about saving money. It's about protecting your peace of mind. See you in the next one.